I'm going to walk you through what I believe is hands down the easiest way to make passive income online today. Over the last 10 years, I've made about $2.7 million, mostly passively, selling digital products online, such as ebooks, workshops, templates, and many more. There are so many reasons why I think that digital products are the simplest form of passive income. For starters, you don't have to deal with any inventory. You don't have to mess around with ordering samples and shipping. You just make the product once and you sell it again and again, over and over. And let's not forget, digital products typically have profit margins of 80%. I mean, that alone, in my opinion, makes them worth looking at. But the benefits don't stop there. In this video, I'm going to walk you through several types of digital products. We're going to look at how much money you can make with them, how to sell them, and what platform to use. I'm going to share the platform that I personally use to sell my digital product. So grab a coffee, stick around, because we're going to dive in deep. So if you're new here, hi, my name's Phil. Now, back when I started in 2014, I started with absolutely nothing. I had just lost my job, had no real idea what I was going to do. So I decided to start selling on eBay. Fast forward 12 months and I'd managed to turn that into a 6-figure a year business. The following year, I went to Amazon and I did exactly the same thing there. And the year after that, I went to Shopify, started creating my own websites and turned that into a multi-million-dollar business that I have been operating for the last 10 years. Within each of those businesses, I created and sold digital products, and I've helped plenty of others do the same. Now, I'm focusing on helping business owners and aspiring content creators just like you, how to build an audience and how to monetize that audience by selling digital products. The goal is to help your people on a deeper level and turn what you love into a full-time income. So I've created and sold all kinds of digital products, but there's one in particular that I've found to be the simplest, the quickest, and pretty much the easiest to start making money online fast. And it's not what most people think. It's not an ebook, it's not a course, and it's not a community. And no, it's not even a downloadable template or spreadsheet or guide. In fact, if I were to start all over again from zero, this is the first product I would create. So here's the big reveal. The digital product that I believe is the easiest and the fastest to launch, and is the one I would personally start from if I were to start all over again today, is a paid online workshop. Let's talk about what a workshop actually is and why it's considered a digital product, and a good one at that. Think of a workshop like an in-person class or something similar. Now, instead of gathering people in a physical space, you're gathering them in a digital online space. This could mean that you actually go live with your audience or you pre-record it. Either work. Point is, you are teaching something valuable and people are paying you to attend and learn what you have to teach. You're sharing your expertise in the form of a workshop. So this could mean that you're walking people through a process, giving them information, or you're actually taking action together during the session. It's completely flexible and it just depends how you want to run it. You can use platforms like Zoom or Google Meet or anything really that allows you to go live, but also importantly, to be able to record it. Listen, if going live isn't really your thing or it's not something you feel comfortable with, that's absolutely fine. You can still go ahead and produce a workshop. What you can do instead is just go ahead, record the whole thing in advance using a tool like Loom. Then you just sell access to that replay. Simple as that. I do recommend, if you feel comfortable with it, start with a live workshop. The main reason for that is because you can get immediate valuable feedback and pretty much instant validation or not that your idea is going to work long term. I'm sure you've probably experienced this, but a lot of people will say that your idea sounds good. The truth of the matter is, you have no idea if your idea is good until someone actually pulls out their wallet and gives you money. Workshops are such a good product to start with because all you really need is a good title, some bullet points that run through exactly what you're going to cover, and a clear promise of what you're going to give your customer? What exactly is it that they're going to walk away with? What result or solution will they have by the end of the workshop? You know, maybe you're helping them solve a pain point, or you're helping them reach a goal. Either way, that transformation is the reason someone's going to pay to join your workshop. So it has to be clear. Remember, people buy products for results. They don't want the product, they want the transformation, they want the end result. So always just keep that in mind. Now here's another really big reason why I love workshops. If your idea doesn't sell, it's no big deal. You haven't spent months and months creating something that nobody wants. You simply go back to the drawing board, come up with a new idea and test it again. Compare that to building a full-blown course that could literally take months. And what if you do all that and nobody buys? All that time and effort is down the toilet. But with a workshop, there's very little risk up front. You're simply just testing your idea out in real time. And if it sells, amazing, you're off to the races. You can teach it again or just sell the replay. So you're learning what people actually want and giving it to them and making money while you do it. Okay, so let's break this down into 5 steps that you can follow if you want to launch your own workshop. Okay, step number 1. Once I had about 100 people on my email list, I would send them out a survey. Now that survey would ask a handful of simple but direct questions to try and find out exactly what it is that they're struggling with. Basically, what is the number one thing that they're stuck with right now and need your help with? This is a critical step. Now, if you don't have an email list yet, that's absolutely fine. And if you don't have a following yet, that's absolutely fine too. What your focus should be on instead is building up an audience online. Big YouTube. But back to the survey. This part is non-negotiable. Please, please, please do not build a product that you think people are going to want. That is the biggest mistake you can make. Let them tell you what they want and what they need. Then your job is simply to create a workshop that solves that problem. Okay, step number 2. When you know exactly what it is that your audience is struggling with, the next step is to go ahead and create the bullet points for the workshop. Now these bullet points are going to outline exactly what it is you're going to cover in the session. So the goal is to help them from where they are now to where they want to be. And ask yourself this: what's the tangible result that you can promise them? And that right there is the thing that's going to drive your sales. Then you want to create the title for the workshop. And here's a little tip for you: use ChatGPT. You can type in one title that you like and ask it to spit out other variations. ChatGPT is a fantastic brainstorming tool, but don't get bogged down in the detail. Don't spend too much time on this. Literally set yourself 1 hour to get it done and move on. Keep the title focused on the pain point that you want people to overcome. Step number 3. Now that you have a title and your bullet points all worked out, you're going to need a checkout page. Now this is where most people are going to go to find out what your workshop is about, you know, what they're going to get from it, but most importantly, to buy their seat. Now, if you don't already have a tool for checkout pages, I highly recommend that you look at System.io. It's the tool that I personally use and I recommend to everyone who's starting. If you don't already have a tool for this, I highly recommend you check out System.io. So easy to set up, and they even give you a completely free account to get started. Leave a link in the description below, you can go and check it out. Okay, step number 4. Start promoting your workshop. Now this is where things are going to start moving. You've got the idea, you've got the outline, you've got the checkout page. Now you need eyeballs. So start off by sharing it with your email list if you have one, and if not, start sharing it with your followers or subscribers on social media. And if you don't have an email list right now, don't worry, just focus on creating content around your niche and building your own audience. You do not need a massive audience. You just need the right people. Remember, 100 people on your email list, that is more than enough to be able to send them a survey and get a really good feel for the problem you can help them with. Okay, step number 5. So, people have purchased and your workshop day is here. All that's left to do is go live, teach your workshop, and maybe add a Q&A in at the end. And please don't forget, record the entire thing. This is key because that recording then becomes a digital product that you can sell over and over again. Now what you've done is taken something live and turned it into a passive income asset. Honestly, this is one of the reasons why I think they're such a powerful digital product to get started with. But if you're still not convinced and you want to explore what other types of digital products there are out there, I've got something for you. There's a free download linked below with 47 digital product ideas. Have a look and see if there's anything in there that sparks your interest. I'll see you in the next video.